Fantasy Blitz. I'm Nick, no BS, just Blitz. Let's get into some tight ends that we think are going to pay dividends this year in your fantasy league. So don't get suckered into being a homer and drafting Travis Kelce in the first round. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. You want to take a tight end strategically and one that will give you a good floor, okay? You're probably not going to get Travis Kelce, okay? Just come to terms with that. What you need to understand is your tight end brings up your floor. That's what we want to do here at Fantasy Blitz, is raise the floor so you're consistently performing every week. Let's get into it. First up, Cole Kmet. He's been on the Bears for a while. Justin Fields is putting his offense together. He's another weapon in that arsenal. We're very bullish on Cole this year. It's looking like he could serve to be another huge red zone target for Justin Fields. He had a whopping 7 touchdowns last year. That's not bad. There's even more upside to come with Cole. So we're going to move on to the second pick right now. But before we do, you must pay the fee. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Really appreciate it. New channel here bringing you fantasy information. Go ahead and show us the love, and we will show you more tight end picks. Let's move on. We've got Irv Smith Jr. going to be a stud this year. We are thinking so when it comes to your fantasy tight end production. The story of Irv is he's been kind of a journeyman tight end throughout his career, but it looks like reports from training camp are showing that he's really found a pace in Cincinnati. He's finding rapport with Joe Burrow. Training camp is going well for Irv. Now look, we think there's a lot of upside with anyone that is being thrown to by Joe Burrow, okay? JB, he's a stud, okay? We all love Joe Burrow here, and we think that Irv is going to help reap some of those benefits, especially with an ADP of 159 and one of the easiest strength of schedules in the entire NFL. Irv Smith is gonna glow up, we think, majorly this year. And like I said, with a freaking ADP of 159, that is a steal. So you can really stack out your bench. And honestly, he could probably be your starter tight end if you play your chips right. We'll see how the beginning of the season goes. But Irv is probably going to catch a lot of balls from Joe moving forward. Let's move on. Evan Ingram is a great fit in Jacksonville and a great fit for J-Law down there throwing balls in the humidity in Jacksonville. So we're thinking Evan Ingram is going to continue to grow into his position as one of the premier tight ends in the South for all the Southern teams down there. When you're looking at tight ends, Evan Ingram is coming in at ADP 93. That is a steal. I also think it's perfectly rated depending on your league type. Evan got 4 touchdowns last year, and he posted over 700 yards. These are solid tight end numbers. So again, it establishes a good floor for your team to pick up a guy like Evan Ingram, especially pick 93. That's really good. Let's move on. We've got our first rookie on this list, Michael Mayer, straight out of Notre Dame, and he's got the hands that will make him a weapon for Jimmy G in Vegas. My Raiders, I'm really hoping for some upside this year, but considering that he's opposite of Austin Hooper is more of like a blocking tight end. He doesn't have the hands to have consistent production. We've seen that. If you've ever drafted Austin Hooper, he does not consistently perform as a catching tight end compared to others. But we think Michael Mayer, with his performance at Notre Dame, is really going to up the game for the Raiders this year. They really like throwing to Darren Waller. He's not there anymore, okay? So they're going to be throwing to someone else. It's probably not going to be Austin Hooper. It's probably going to be Michael. The real plus, he has an ADP of 172. That is a steal. That is a steal for a tight end of this caliber and with this much explosive potential. Look at Michael Mayer late in the draft. You won't be disappointed. Last but not least, TJ Hawkinson. He was a Lion for most of his career. Now he's a Viking. Now he's got Kirk Cousins throwing balls his way, and we think that's going to continue and increase his floor for 2023. When you think of tight ends, you need to think red zone targets. These are usually not the guys that are going to be thrown to when you're playing from behind. But if you've got a team that can get in the red zone easily, which the Vikings do, although they don't convert that into winning games very often, they do get to the red zone often. And when Kirk is on, he's going to throw balls in the red zone to guys like TJ, okay? Remember that. Now, his ADP is 40. I think it's a little overrated personally. You could probably take him around pick 50, but still, in that area, he's a starter tight end for sure. The guy had 900 passing yards last year, which makes him fantastic in PPR leagues. He's handsy. We like handsy tight ends here at Fantasy Blitz. They help you establish, again, a great floor. That's all the picks I've got right now. Look, not everyone's going to get Travis Kelce, okay? Just come to grips with that. But what you can do is you can draft a tight end that helps you raise the floor of your fantasy football team so you're performing consistently week after week. Really appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, no BS, just Blitz.